So I love it when a young person gets passionate about cooking. And I have a great young person in the kitchen today showing us some recipes. Zack Decter, hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm so thrilled that you love to cook as much as I and you have such a passion for food. Now, vacation week or weekends is a great time if you're a parent, get your kid in the kitchen working with you, and you too may find that they have a culinary interest. Some of the things that Zack likes to make are cupcakes. Tell me a little bit about these.
So these cupcakes, I've made two different kinds of cupcakes. One's more of an adult thing, but one is more of a kid kind of minty fresh thing. So that's just a vanilla cupcake, and it has a chocolate mint buttercream frosting. And then I just crumbled up some peppermints on top for some crunch and texture. And then the other one is a vanilla cupcake with an espresso buttercream, and I did put some chocolate-covered coffee beans on top for flavor.
Total yummy. Total yummy. Over here we have some popcorn chicken.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So the popcorn chicken I find extremely fun to do with your kids because of all the rolling and flavors that you can do. So, and you can make any dipping sauce. So what I did is I just rolled with the flour and egg and back in the flour, and then you don't even have to have a fryer to use this. You can just fill a pot halfway with oil, 365, cook it, perfect. The dipping sauce that I made is just maple syrup, vinegar, barbecue sauce, and red chili flakes. So it's like a sweet, spicy, tangy thing going on. It's amazing.
We love it. I love that. That's a great one. And now, and probably one of your favorite things to make is crepes. I love crepes. And of course, I love when Zack was telling me, and you can do them sweet or you can do them savory. We're going to do one of each. So how would you like to start? With some savory crepes. Tell me what you're going to put in it.
All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of caramelized onions. These are good. It's basically just onions with oil and brown sugar until they get nice and soft. And I'm just sautéed mushrooms. Sautéed mushrooms are great because they have a nice earthy flavor, but if you cook them in olive oil, it just makes them a little bit more silky. Now this is my favorite kind of cheese. It's gruyere cheese. And I like this cheese because it has a nuttiness to it. And it's just perfect, and it's shreddable, and you can use it for almost anything. And it will elevate your dinner to a whole new level. And then the last thing that I'm going to put on is just some scallions for a little bit of bite to it. And that is my perfect savory crepe.
And now we're going to roll it.
Now you can just roll it up.
Perfect. I love that. So this is amazing. This is terrific. Now, would you heat this up at a different point? Would you heat this? Or do you serve it as is?
So what I would do is I would do this right as the crepe is hot because then the cheese will melt inside.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Now, over here we have some Nutella, which is a great sort of chocolate hazelnut, very, very common in using with crepes these days, or pancakes. Love to kind of counterbalance it a little bit with some strawberries. Kind of one of my favorite ingredients, the toasted coconut. I love toasted coconut. You know what I would do? I would take the coconut and put it on the top of the chicken. I bet it would be fabulous. And we're just going to sort of roll this out a little bit different. We can take this and sometimes like that and make a triangle shape, which is nice. It gives you a little bit of variety in terms of serving. And obviously, there is a myriad of different things that you can make to put crepes in, which is astounding. Zack, tell me when you started cooking.
I started cooking when I was about 3 years old. I was in the kitchen with my grandma, always the little helper, and we were making some cookies, and she said that I could put anything I wanted in them, and from there, it just skyrocketed from there.
And what are your favorite things to make in the kitchen these days? I know we've got 3 of them, but what are some of your other favorites?
Some of my other favorite things to make in the kitchen are homemade pasta. It's a lot of fun. You can mix all these different colors and flavors in. Like you can mix in beet juice to make purple pasta or squid ink, black pasta, and it's all so much fun. Another thing that I really like making is I like making a lot of Asian fusion dishes. And the reason I do that is because it's amazing, and you can get so many different textures and different exotic ingredients in too.
What's your favorite style of food? What's your favorite kind?
I think my favorite kind of food is French or Italian food, because I feel like those are the two traditional cuisines that everyone relates to, but you could base so many other things off of.
Well, très bien. Très bien, as they say in France. Zack, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Love a young chef. If you want copies of any recipes, don't hesitate to get in touch with me through Facebook or through New TV. With Zack, I'm Candy Gold for Neighborhood Cooking.